Hello and welcome to the last episode of the Chicago White Sox March to October. This is it. We are tied 2-2 in the World Series, and one way or the other, we are going to be finishing the World Series in this episode. It is fitting that the final episode is episode 81 because that officially makes this series the longest running series on my channel ever by one episode. So before we get started today, guys, I just wanted one last time to thank anybody who's watched this series and especially has stuck around all the way till the end. And with MLB 23 right around the corner, I kind of ran out of steam right at the end on this game. So I've kind of backed myself into a corner. We've run out of time. I don't think I'm gonna be continuing this in any sort of franchise simulation. I fully intended to throughout, but it dawned on me the other day that it's probably not super possible with the amount of time we have left. But we do have a job to do today, and if we don't do that job, then that would have actually made continuing this in a simulation pointless, because the whole point of that would have been to see how long we can continue the dynasty. And if we don't win this World Series, does that mean the dynasty would be over anyway? So we need to put our complete focus onto today's game, or games, and bring home this World Series. I don't want it to go to 7. I want to wrap it up, win these next 2 games. And then the bright side of this being a tough series is we finally get to win the title at home. So we will be going into game 5 here today, up by 1 run. Same as last game we played in this series, but we have, I think, 1 more inning that we have to hold them off for. They have a runner on first base, nobody out, so let's do it. Let's hop in. It is Severino on the mound. I was wondering if it would be. It seems like we've gone with a 3-man rotation. Completely cut out our best pitcher here in the postseason in Marquez. And it's Acuna up. That didn't even really register at the time. Severino still has a good amount of energy left. Okay, that makes me feel a bit better, because when we loaded in last game and it was already Ohtani pitching again, he was out of energy, only 75-ish pitches in. So what do we got then up to this point? What are we looking at here? Sano finally hit his first home run of the postseason. We have a couple of doubles. Oh, and they really started a lefty? Did they start that Kyle Muller guy who was they did, at the bottom of the rotation. I didn't think we'd see him. So then we had to have Severino hit, so we missed out on a DH. So what are we looking at then? Where's our lineup? Severino's due up next inning. So if we try and finish this inning out with him, that would work out perfectly. We pinch hit, then we can get a new pitcher in there. So yeah, I guess that's what I'm doing. Against the toughest part of the order, we're sticking with our starter. Yeah. That really hurts. That changes a lot here, man. How early was he on that? It's not a good pitch, but it's pretty early. Yeah, this can't get any more out of hand. We gotta just take him out. Bring in Taylor Rogers. Oh, that's not good, because that is immediately turning this into another game that we're just loading into down 1. And those haven't gone too well for us. There we go. Okay, Taylor Rogers is doing pretty good. And there we go. Grounder to Turner at second. Rogers sets him down, but not before we blew it. And now we got to hit. We have to hit. There's no other option here. And there we go. Off to a real nice start. How many times have I struck out with Sano in this postseason? He doesn't even play half the time, and I've still struck out with him probably more than anybody else. Thanks for the 2 failed check swings too, game. This is all going our way here. 99 discipline on Zach Collins, and you're failing 2 check swings with him. I guess Scope would be the best pinch hitter here. So what do you got for us? That was supposed to be another check swing. I would have even taken the failed check swing and a strike, but no, it just gave me the full swing. We'll ground out. We only have 2 more innings now left to score. That was quick. All right, well, Johnny Lasagna again. Maybe he can give us another 2 innings. Well, that's not the best start, but I think Eloy's there. Okay, got a bad break on it. Thought it was going to get over his head. They can't hit the slurve. Not when we put it in a perfect spot. And they turned on it again, but Eloy's there again. Nice quick inning. Get us back up to the plate. We got to actually do something, though, this time. Top of the order. They're bringing in a new arm, but it's still a lefty. Oh, yep. That's the kind of pitch that I've been missing that I can't be missing. Turner, please. Something. Can somebody just take one off the kneecaps or something? Lean into it. Don't be diving away. We need base runners. Oh my God. Figure it out. I'm blowing it. Not in the last episode. Come on. Gotta recover here. Make the play. Okay. And Turner's there. What a play. Wow. All right. Good job to keep Acuna off the base. And this is it. This is our last chance. I'm assuming we're going to see Presley again. Yep, there he is. What kind of energy does he have, I wonder? He's gassed again. Okay. We have to execute this better than last time. We can do this. We can make a comeback off of a tired Ryan Presley. He's going to throw a lot of balls. Sit heat, middle up, anything else you lay off of. Or I guess you lay off of the heat, middle up. Oh, there we go, though. There we go. Eloy does it. The hanging slurve. Good thing I took that fastball because we saw an even better pitch. Right away, we're back in this. I can't even begin to explain how big that is because I was already sitting here feeling down and out. But now we're back. We just needed that one run to tie it, and at the very least, it extends this another half inning. Okay, another one right down the middle, and Tim Anderson's getting himself on. That's the go-ahead run. Still nobody out. This would be where it'd be really fun to have, like, Shohei coming up to bat or something. Okay, that's a 3-0 count to Vaughn. I would take a walk. Oh, and I shouldn't have swung at that. We could have gone down 3-2, or not down, but it could have gone to 3-2. All right, now it's not Sano. I've been so bad with him this postseason. I've been bad with Sheets too, but at least Sheets has the matchup, and I don't think I've been striking out as much with him. And Sheets, that one's hit well. That's getting over his head, right? It's not again. I ask, where is the 87 power on that swing? I'm finally all over something, and it still doesn't have enough to do something. And I'm just enough under that for that to not even be a thing. I should have had the lead that inning. I really should have. I guess we got to look on the bright side. I was down 1, and we're still playing. I know this is the spot of the order where Minter gave up a run his last time out, but I don't know who else to go to here. This is the rough part about thinking of going to extra innings. If we can make it to extra innings, because this inning is starting out the exact same way the one that we gave up the run with Minter the last time did. Now, is Austin Riley going to sack bunt? He actually is. This is insane how similar this is ending up. We're going to get the force at second. It's identical script writing at this point. I think if I remember right, Urshela popped fly it out to left, and then it was Mitch Haniger coming up next to hit a ball in the gap to drive in the run. Oh no. This is actually identical. This is crazy. So you know what we got to do? We got to break it up. We can't face Mitch Haniger with the lefty. Oh, but then that would mean we burn Kopech for only 1 out. Okay, no, we're not going to do that then. We're going to see if I can finesse the warming up here. Graveman's cold, but if I can go back here, go to a mound visit. Now Graveman's warm. He's red at least. Now we bring him in, and it should give me those warm-up tosses. We're gonna make use of as many of these as it takes to get that meter all the way up. But see, that's the problem though. I don't think I said it, but I would have gone to Kopech, except our pitching spot, which shouldn't even be a thing, is due up to lead off the 10th. So then if I brought in Kopech, he would only pitch 1 out and then he'd be done. But if we're moving into extra innings, we might need somebody who can give us some length, and Kopech would be that guy. There we go though, grounder to Turner. Easy play at first. We broke the Groundhog Day repeat inning there by bringing in Graveman. And we're still alive. We're headed to extras. So who wants to make the biggest swing of their life in their young careers here? I pick Wes Kath. And they actually are sticking with Ryan Presley. What are they doing? How do you throw 2 perfect backdoor sliders on no energy? Presley? I didn't get enough of that because, again, I'm under it. I can't fix my one biggest issue of hitting. Trey Turner is 0 for 18 in the World Series. I did not realize that. Why is he so bad? 0 for 19. And I didn't get enough of that one. Acuna runs down at the track. We got to keep him off the board for another inning. All right, well, I guess it's on Kopech here to give us a couple innings. I guess I may as well get, like, Scooble warming up, too. All right, another grounder over there to Turner. Everybody's grounding out there. Not good, but it could have been worse on a hanging slider. Brings up the top of the order, though, with the guy on with the winning run on. Oh, that could have been 2, and now it's only going to be 1. And they might be a base hit away from winning it. That would have been pretty cool, Sheets, if you, like, made the play. All right, we did it. We bought ourselves another inning. We got to score this inning because next inning it's Acuna, Olsen, and Riley. They're bringing in Jacob Webb. I think this was the guy with the pretty nasty curveball. Wow, dude, that curve. Stop it. You see the problem there, because I think I actually waited back, but the reason I didn't swing is I thought it was the curve and I thought it was ending up out of the zone. Did Eloy do it again? No, no, too far under it. This is the wrong time to be slumping. Of all times this whole season, maybe that's the problem. Every season I go through a slump, and because in this season so far I never had gone through a slump, of course we would go through our slump in the World Series. Now we gotta get Acuna, Olsen, and Riley down this inning. There we go. We like that. Keep making Acuna chase. If he's swinging at pitches like that, he's not swinging at pitches he can hit out. I don't think he went around that time, but thank you, game. See, and that's the problem when you miss the spot and you leave it over the plate. Just barely caught the edge, so he's going to hit it back up the middle. All right, I called the slide step at the right time, and we're going to throw him out. Okay, perfect. And it was a strike. And then we got Olsen to ground out on not the best curve, but it was good enough. And another ground ball. Sheets fields it this time. We're going to 12. I gotta be honest, this is exciting and everything, but for me trying to get this last episode out at the time I want it to be out, this could not be going any worse. There we go. There we go. Gotta turn that into something. Finally had not the best swing turn into a hit. That's the perfect way to get rid of that. Go ahead and get that one off the board real quick, Sheets. Good job. We don't take freebies around here. We gotta earn all of our hits. Alright, well that was a real good couple innings there. Let this guy get 6 outs on 17 pitches. I think he threw nothing but circle changes for the last 5 or so of that inning. Gives us another inning of Kopech. Hopefully that's what we actually want. Turner, you need to... he's not going to recover in time. No. They are going to sack bunt. Can we get him to pop it up, though, at least, maybe? No, because he's just got a perfect eye when they're bunting. That's going to get him on. Yeah, I don't even know what to do here. Is it even worth it to try and bring somebody else in to keep this from continuing? You know what? There is a reason to. We have a day off after this. We need to do whatever we can to not lose this game. If Hendricks can get us out of a bases loaded, nobody out jam, he might be the only one that could. There has never been a time where we have needed a dominant 3 straight strikeout appearance from Hendricks more than we do right now. And that's it. Guess we may as well try because it's 29 speed, but yeah, no, it's not even close. You know, if we take a step back and look at this objectively, this would be one of the most exciting World Series maybe ever. Every game has been close. There's been a walk-off on each side. There's been late inning or even ninth inning clutch home runs to tie it at different points. I just wish that, you know, I didn't suck right now, because this is the worst time to decide to just absolutely suck at this game. So it's gonna have to go 7 for us to win this thing. We're going back home though, but it's all gonna come down to what we're given here for this next game, which honestly I guess a lead doesn't even matter anymore because we had the lead in that one. So what are we looking at? It's another lead. It's in the 5th inning this time, so it's going to be even longer. And I think one thing that I want to do here is I want to make sure that we have Shohei available to hit in game 7. I'd rather have 4 or 5 at bats with Shohei than have him pitch the first 6 or so innings and then not be available. So I'm moving him to the bullpen. Hopefully it keeps this and doesn't automatically switch it, because we have to switch it now in order for it to go into effect for game 7. And I want to make sure he's here for hitting and they don't start him for game 7. I have a feeling that this is in vain, that it's futile, because I feel like the game will just start him anyway, but we're doing all we can do. Let's get into it. Game 6. I guess it has the potential to be the last game, but let's not make that the case. German Marquez is finally getting a start in the postseason. He's given us 4, given up 1 run. I think it said he struck out 6. So what are we looking at? Dansby with another home run. I think all of his home runs are in the World Series, maybe all but 1. It's Soroka on the mound for them, and he's given up 2 unearned runs, and one of them was a Ohtani homer, so it must have been, actually, where would that base runner have come from? Or wait, never mind. If it was an error, it wouldn't show up as a hit, duh. So Ohtani, I mean, see what he can do for us at the plate? We pretty much know we're going to get a good starting outing from anybody we bring in, or anybody we have starting. So I still feel like having Shohei available to hit is our best bet. Okay, Sheets is holding it down there at first like he always does. That's a good way to... Oh, he's going to go for second. He's handing me the out back. Thank you. All I can hope for right now, I just really hope when we step up to the plate, somehow it all comes back and it all connects and we start hitting again. I would love nothing more for this one to be stress-free and just win it like 7-1 or something. Maybe finish the entire game with Marquez so we can have a fully juiced bullpen. Okay, we're gonna get through this inning here. Good job from Marquez. Even though he gave up a hit, we had some good defense. And we have Ohtani leading it off for me. 3 homers, all of them in this series. 5 for 9 in the series. He's also made 2 starts. All right, nice job. 3-2 walk. Okay, that was pretty bad. That was a rough one. Oh my, see? Okay, that's how I know I'm not back yet. I don't miss that. That's gonna be too... Oh, no, it's not, because Ohtani's too fast. Okay, so we have our runner in scoring position with 2 outs. He's quick. Trey Turner finally has a couple hits. I didn't even notice that. First 2 hits of the World Series. Let's add on a 3rd. That's another one where I do a lot right, but just not enough that it doesn't do anything for me. A blooper would be nice. A well-timed, well-placed bloop base hit. Maybe in one of these 6 or 7 games. Maybe we'll get one. Alright, well, Acuna was chasing nothing all of a sudden. And of course, it was the time Marquez couldn't hit the zone. Oh, he's stealing? Can we throw him out again? Zach Collins. He owns Acuna. And the nice strike out there. I think that was a 3-2 count, and I didn't even notice it. Right on the corner. All right, another grounder there to Trey Turner after a long at-bat from Riley. But we're holding it where it's at. If that's all we do, and we keep holding it where it's at, we'll win this. But I would sure like to fix this hitting problem before that final game. Moncada might have gotten one. I think that is leaving nice. Okay. That was not the best swing, but it gave me a little help, finally. There's some cushion. I still don't feel like the hitting is fixed or anything because I didn't put a good swing on that, but at least we get a good result there. That was a big third run there, a big 2-run lead now. Luis Robert, that's where this game makes no sense. That is a million times better of a swing than I just made with Moncada, and that one didn't even threaten. We were on the early side of good, where you want to be. That's one of the better PCIs you can get on Legend difficulty. Luis Robert still had like 76 power against righties, and it was a lazy pop fly. A nice take there on 3-2. Come on, gotta get this starter out so we can start eating into their bullpen. Nope, Sheets will do what he does best in this World Series and ground into a double play. Maybe that one's on me for chasing a pitch like that, but, you know, foul it off. Nice, quick grounder there to TA. It's what we need, quick outs. Keep setting him down, no stress. There we go, Mitch Haniger down on 3 pitches. Dansby didn't want to get the bat off his shoulders on 3-2. Another good one out of Marquez. I would love more runs. I really don't want to use any of our big bullpen arms in this game if we can help it. But if we don't get a big enough lead, I'm not going to bring in Jose Ruiz or somebody like that to try and finish it. What even was that? What am I doing? Shohei, that's not getting through. We've taken a step back this inning. I'm swinging at a lot of junk. Vaughn, that's not getting through. Bad inning there. Really would have hoped that we got to the bullpen in that inning, but instead it was a quick one, and he might even keep going. So that just means we got to keep going with Marquez. We're not going to be the ones backing down. There we go. Weak pop fly. Another pop fly. One more out, Marquez. That's all I'm asking. I think Eloy's got this. Elite left fielder, Eloy Jimenez. 8 innings, 1 run allowed for Marquez. They're bringing in Tyler Matzik, so they did go to the bullpen for the 8th. Collins? No, it's not. That's Acuna out there. Yeah. Trey? That felt good off the bat. That might have some carry even with a bad swing. Ah, come on. I got that little vibration in the controller. Ooh, nice. Moncada with the perfect on an upstairs slider. 2-out double. Maybe we do something this inning. I mean, you got to imagine. I make a similar swing that Luis Robert had in his last at bat, and against a lefty, it's going to go. And I'm under it. You guys don't understand how tired I am of saying, oh, and I'm under it. It's not going anywhere because I'm under it. I'm so over saying that. I feel like we have to, even though it might make him, I don't know, he's not quite at full energy to come into this outing. And using Hendricks now, I don't know what he'd have for next game, but we have to make sure we lock this one up. There we go. Acuna's chasing. It's one of those at bats. Come on, okay. There's no need that should have ended up in the zone, but we'll take her out. Please go foul. Okay. Thank you, game, for that nice little scare. Then we'll sit him down on the next pitch. And he's frozen too. Struck out the side. Liam Hendricks makes sure we get game 6. And this is this is gonna be it. Oh, I don't know if I've been this stressed in a March to October. The only other time, well, I guess 2 times that I can even think of would have been the very first postseason series of this March to October that I ended up losing in that game 5. But that was a division series. That wasn't a World Series. So the only World Series that compares to this is all the way back. My Rangers March to October on MLB The Show 20. We went to game 7 of that World Series. I think I came back from down 3-1 in that series. And this one we're down 3-2. But in that one, the stress pretty quickly evaporated because I remember I took like an 8-run lead in the first 3 innings of that game 7. So I would really like to do that again. If for one last time our hitting could come back into these thumbs, into this controller. And if we could just do what this team can do for one more time. I'm assuming we're going to be starting at the very beginning of the game, play the whole thing. We're not. Interesting. They changed it. I don't know if I like that, but I guess it saves us some time. 0-0. 1 out. Runner on first for them. And we know that that's not safe because of Acuna back in game 5. And let's check on if the CPU changed it back here. They did. Ohtani's back in the rotation. But in that last game, on that last time we were on this screen, it showed Marquez in the number 1 spot, and he pitched that game. So that should hopefully mean that Cease is the one pitching this game, and then we'll have Ohtani available at the plate. But let's do it. Guys, this is it. This is it. This is the final game of the White Sox March to October on MLB The Show 22. The longest series on my channel, 81 episodes, and it all comes down to this one last game. Let's go. Let's do it. It's Dylan Cease on the mound. He's only given up 1 hit so far. We only have 2 hits. It's a pitcher's duel. Just please let me see that Shohei Ohtani in the lineup. That's all I want to see right now. Show it to me. Yes, he's there. Okay. Our 2 hits have come from Moncada and Vaughn, and that's really all the information we need to know. Ian Anderson is the one on the mound for them. So just got to keep doing what you're doing, Cease. Don't let me and my influence change anything. Just keep rolling. Oh, blew it past him. He had no chance. Oh my God, Mitch Haniger. I'm tired of facing him. We got him 0-2, and then he's making all these takes. Sit down. Take that one. All right, let's get the hitting started quick. Eloy, you hit that homer for me in game 5. Do it again. And we take the walk anyway. Okay. Eloy's on base. Leadoff runner on base. Although this is Gavin Sheets with a runner on first and less than 2 outs, so I think we know what might be coming here. Yep, I tried to avoid it, but there's no getting rid of it. There's no avoiding it. I mean, I guess a better swing does avoid that, doesn't it? I'm blaming Sheets, but it's me. But then again, nobody else is grounding into that many double plays, so I don't know. Maybe it's a combo. Tim, over the head, please. It is. We're gonna get into second, right? Okay, we're in there. 2 out double off of his glove. I wish we could have gotten just a little bit more elevation and get that one out. Tim Anderson, though, doing something again. Remember how he hit 6 home runs in like the first, I don't know, 6 games of the postseason? He hasn't hit one since. That would have been a good time for number 7. Oh, that was the first pitch of this at bat they gave me to hit, and I was too ready. Ah, that is so hittable, but I was biting on the heat. I was probably even too early. Even if it was a fastball where it kind of looked like it could have been, still probably would have been too early. There we go. Sit down Dansby on the 12-6. There we go. We ground her right back to Cease, showing off a bit. And we get Albies. Dylan Cease came to pitch today. Come on, offense. Just one. That's all I'm asking for right now. We gotta take the lead. All right, there we go. Leadoff walk from Vaughn. Just walk me around the bases, because I don't trust myself swinging the bat. Stop. Why is it that I'm under it every single time, except for when we have a runner on first base and less than 2 outs? Then I want to get on top of it and hit a ground ball. And Turner's late side of good. We can't put it all together at one time for one swing. And when we do, Luis Robert hits a lazy fly ball to center. Is there any way to pitch so good that it gives them negative runs? That might be our best chance of winning right now. All right, we got our easy first out, sitting that guy down, but now we got Acuna. Can't let him beat me here. There we go. We just got to make a play, though, with the speed. Cease, nice job. And there we go, another one for Cease. He is pitching the game of his life right now, and we can't help him out. We have so much power up and down this lineup. We just need one swing, one good swing to put us on the board for one run, and that might be enough. Okay, but that's another leadoff walk. I'm really at the point where I'm thinking about taking the bat out of my 3 hitters' hands and bunting to get him over. And I think that is what I'm going to do. Terrible bunt. Great. I guess it's more speed on first and actually a runner still on first. So that's a positive. Eloy. Oh, guys, we got it. We got one. Eloy Jimenez with another huge home run. He only hits them in big spots in the postseason. I swear, in every postseason run, he has had just terrible numbers. Besides these clutch home runs, he hits them in the biggest spots. And that might be the biggest one yet. It took a fastball getting left right down the middle, but finally, we got that one swing that I was talking about. And luckily, it gave us 2 runs. The job's not done. Obviously, they have a ton of hitters who can put up 2 runs at the snap of a fingers. Fingers? Is that really what I just said? But that still, it makes me feel way better. Tim Anderson doesn't want this inning to end quite yet, though. Another 2-out hit for him. Oh, and he was out of energy, and he throws the perfectly placed fastball. But at least we did our damage. We got our 2 runs. Now it's just on the pitching. I'm going to give this 8th inning to Cease, and then I think we're probably going to go to the bullpen after that. But we're getting him swinging another one on the 12-6. In the heat. Froze him again. That's 11 strikeouts for Cease. Mitch Haniger, though, he's never an easy out. He will not chase. So we'll just put it in the zone and let him watch it again. 12 strikeouts, 8 innings, 1 hit, shutout. That was it for Cease unless we can put on 2 more runs. Otherwise, we're going to the pen. Okay, let's not completely fall apart. Trey, no, I'm not going to get a hit with him in the World Series, so that's it. At least hopefully that's it. That better be the last time I step up to the plate in this March to October. I am going to turn to the bullpen. It might be the most fitting move to bring Liam Hendriks in to close out this, not just World Series, but series as a whole. But that's not my plan. I mean, for one, he's a little bit, the energy, you know what I'm trying to say. But also with the type of postseason that Johnny Lasagna has put together. I mean, I know Liam Hendriks also hasn't given up a hit, but Loaizaga has like double the amount of innings. So he's coming into this one. 10 innings so far in this postseason run. Scoreless, hitless. You just got to give me one more. And there's one. Eloy's gonna be under it. 2 more, man. 2 more, and then we can breathe our sigh of relief. Another pop fly, this one to Vaughn. Foul territory, but he's there. 1 to go. And we've actually pulled this one off. We gotta get 1 more. It's the top of the order. It's Ozzy Albies. He's had a rough series. There's strike 1 on the grounder foul. Heat up and in, get strike 2. Gotta get him on this slurve. We got him out in front of it. Oh, we did it. My hands are so wet, but we did it. The Braves, man, they came to play, and I didn't. I did not come to play that series. That was the perfect combo of a good team we're facing and me slumping, and we were still able to overcome it. This team is just too good. It took us 7, and we needed all 7. There's that trophy. The 3-peat. 3 seasons in a row, winning the World Series to cap off this White Sox March to October. The first time we could ever play multiple seasons of 1 March to October, and we ended up playing 4, winning 3 World Series rings. This episode's not over yet, though. We still got a little bit of housekeeping to take care of. We got to look at awards, and I guess that's pretty much it. But, the typical end of season wrap up. So there we go. We get our A grade. 123-39 record. Far from a perfect postseason, but at least we won it in the end. We weren't the Golden State Warriors. Man, and now that I think about it, did I have a lead in that series at all until the very end? I don't think I did. So let's continue this in franchise. Not to actually continue, but it's the only way we can look at awards. Quick predictions for postseason awards. I'm gonna guess, just because in my experience this game never gives it to pitchers, I'm gonna say Tim Anderson is the postseason MVP. And even though it could be Shohei, I feel like they're probably only gonna recognize him as a pitcher and not a hitter. And I'm gonna guess that it's Eloy that gets World Series MVP. It probably should be, you could make a case for a lot of guys, Cease, Loaizaga, Shohei, because he pitched a couple games and hit 3 homers. But I'm just gonna guess that the game defaults to a hitter and a hitter only, so I'm gonna say Eloy. And for regular season MVP, man, we had a lot of candidates for that too. It definitely should be Shohei. He's the only one that should even be in the conversation, but there's still part of me that thinks this game doesn't recognize his hitting when they factor in awards. So I think it will only factor in his pitching, and for that, I don't think, even if it only factored in his hitting, he probably would have been MVP, but I think it's going to only factor in his pitching. So I think that means he won't have been good enough to win MVP, so that could leave it to, man, I don't remember. I think Luis Robert did pretty good. I remember I was saying Marquez could be in the conversation too. So you know what? Yeah, I'm going to say it. I'm going to say that they gave the MVP award to German Marquez. So what do we got? Let's take a look. Actually, first, player of the month, because then we can finish with the more exciting stuff. So April, we had nobody. May, we had nobody. June, Marquez was pitcher of the month with a 3.45 ERA though. That must have been a weak pitching month. July, it was also Marquez, and Moncada won player of the month. August, it was nobody. We had nobody. Okay. And then September, we had Miker Adolfo win Rookie of the Month with a 4.88 average and 4 homers. And they didn't put him on the postseason roster. So what about the full awards? What's the first one that's going to pop up? It's World Series MVP. I don't know why it took me so long to realize. So they did. They recognized his hitting. Okay. That might change things then. That might change my prediction for main MVP to Shohei, who it should be anyway. But yeah, it looks like he's won this based on the merits of his hitting, because those are the stats that are showing up. But he also pitched in 2 games in the World Series. Postseason MVP as a whole is Tim Anderson, so I got that one right. That one also could have gone to Shohei. Could have gone to so many people, honestly. So what about regular season MVP? It is Shohei, and it looks like it's giving him the credit as a hitter. So I still don't think they factored in both sides. I think he won it based solely on the fact that he was just insane at the plate, 55 homers. And then Marquez, I was pretty close with that one too. He was runner-up. National League MVP went to Tatis, 49 homers and a 3.50 average. Crazy. So then that would have to mean Cy Young is going to go to Marquez, right? Yeah, with Ohtani as the runner-up. And then nationally, wow, we actually, though, we've won 3 straight Cy Young awards, and they've all been different people. That is a deep rotation. National League then was Trevor Rogers with a 3.11 ERA, and then the 2 runners-up. How do you give Touki Toussaint the runner-up to Cy Young when he doesn't even crack 200 strikeouts? Has a 4.75 ERA. All right, and then what do we got next? Batting title was Jordan. National League was Tatis. Reliever of the year, they gave it to Hendricks. I think that's the first time he's won it in his last season. I mean, if we were to continue on, because it's everybody's last season now technically, but if we were to continue on, this would have been his last season on the team as a closer, and he wins reliever of the year. That's good. That's deserved. And the National League was Gallegos. Not good timing on that one with what he just did in the World Baseball Classic. Is it Rookie of the Year next? Yep, we didn't have anybody. We didn't have Adolfo play long enough. National League was Michael Toglia. And then Hank Aaron Award, they gave it to Shohei for the 2nd year in a row. So they've called him the best hitter 2 years in a row. And then is it into Gold Gloves here? Yeah, Gold Glove pitcher. Nobody for catcher. Wow. The Red Sox, they've done what we did for Cy Youngs, but with catchers. They've had the Gold Glove catcher 3 years in a row, but it's been a different catcher every year. First base, Mountcastle, 3-peats. Second base, nobody of ours. Third base, nobody of ours. Shortstop, nobody of ours. Yeah, I mean, fielding is not our strong suit, though. Vaughn runner-up for left field, even though he played right all year. Center field, we don't have anybody. Right field, nobody. So now we're on to Silver Sluggers, DH, that we all know that should be going to Ohtani, but they're not going to call him a DH. Catcher, Zach Collins finished third. You could probably make that argument he could win it. Yeah, though, yeah, you could say Collins was a better hitter. Higher everything besides the counting stats for Collins. I would have given it to Collins. First base, nobody, none of our guys. Second base, none of our guys. Third base, Moncada won it. There we go. They didn't just automatically give it to home runs. They factored in everything there. Shortstop, we had both TA and Turner, the second and third runners up, but neither of them won it. Outfield, Jordan wins one, Kyle Lewis wins one, and Luis Robert won one. There we go. And that's it. That is all the awards. That is all we have for the end of this March to October. This is an over 2 hour long recording. So hopefully this wasn't too long for you guys to make it to the end, because that was a pretty exciting end. So with that, we are on to MLB The Show 23 when it comes to March to October. And I know I've had some people ask, I haven't decided what team I'm using because I kind of can't. I have a plan. I guess there's really no reason for me to keep that plan secret, but I'm still going to anyway. But I have a plan that kind of means I don't exactly know who I'm going to be using yet. We're all going to find out together in that first episode. And I'm going to try to get that first episode of the next March to October out as soon as possible on Friday. So be out on the lookout for that. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel too, so you don't miss that. I mean, if you've stuck around to the very end of the very last episode, 81 episodes in, and you're not subscribed to the channel, you better be hitting that subscribe button right now, because you clearly like my content. And there's plenty more of it to come. It's going to be a fun year next year, guys. But with that, it is time to say goodbye to this White Sox team this March to October. What a run it was. So guys, for the last time, thank you all for watching. Thanks for stopping by today. And I will see you in MLB The Show 23.